Hello and happy Friday. Got some familiar faces. John, nice to see you again. Donna, how you
Been a
doing
long time
today?
now. Alexa, I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, long time no see. But always happy to have you here and excited to go over some things inside the CRM and nice to see some friendly faces. Bill, nice to see ya. Hope you're having a good week. Right? Rockstar and Armando, nice to see you here as well. Happy Friday. Friends and family here. So if it's safe and you're good, go ahead and throw on your camera there. We love to see friendly faces. And as you can tell, Chris is not here today. It is me in his stead. He is making an amazing journey over to Africa today, which is a pretty cool thing to be doing. So I know our team is certainly sending him well wishes on his journey. It's a long flight, I can tell you that much, especially if you've got kids. It's a long flight. So, but if you've ever had a chance to get over there, it's well worth the adventure. So, but happy Friday, and we will kick off the Build It with Alexa call today. So, hands like who here was on Breakfast Club this morning and saw Chris talking about the new listings feature? Rockstar. So, I wanted to sort of take a deeper look into that. If there is anybody here on this call who wants to set that up and go forward with that listing service, let me know because we can actually use you as an example. We can go pull that report and set it up. If not, I'm going to be doing that on the back end. Brad, is that something you want to do? And you've got a Google business page, Brad? You're muted, but if you want to unmute yourself.
I just devolunteered.
You devolunteered. All right. Well, if there is anybody here
What do
with
you
a Google,
need? What do you want, Alexa? A
so
business
there's a
page?
listings feature that's going to basically let you check like your name, address, and phone number across different listings
Okay, yeah,
online. So it's a
I'll do
new
that.
feature in the CRM. It is an additional subscription. I think it's like, I don't know if it's $39 or $49 you do to actually move forward with it. What will
49.
happen is we sort of scan your Google business page first. It's going to pull a report on where your business is listed online. And once you upgrade to the feature, it's going to start actually updating the information on those sources. So like when you change companies and things like that, that's sometimes, a good opportunity to do that to make sure that everything online gets updated.
Okay.
Is that something you want to get set up, John? We can pull the report for you, and then, if you want to move forward with it, we just
Yeah,
sort of
right. Let's do
subscribe you
that. I
for
haven't
it.
it set up with, but yeah, I would like to try that.
Do you have a Google business page?
Yes.
Rock star. So what I'll
No,
have
I wouldn't call me that. No, far from it.
Well, we'll go ahead and we'll get it started. If you want to share your screen, we'll try it out. And there's a few other things inside there that we can do as well. Brad, did you have a quick question there?
Yeah, can we do this manually ourselves on a monthly basis, or could I have like my assistant do this?
You you definitely could. I'd probably argue that it's a more efficient process to just, purchase the subscription for a period of time to get your listings updated at the $49 a month. And then, once things are updated, maybe discontinue that service. But you could most definitely have a VA or something like that. Reaching out
Okay.
to the different listing platforms, but I think this just makes it a bit of an easier process.
Okay.
So yeah, so John, if you can pull up your Google business page.
Well, so I have like two. One, home loans are John, but I have where all my other ones are. I think
Which one would you want to make sure your listings are? Yeah, way easier, says Jay in the chat. It's Brad, definitely easier to use the feature. So let's find your, is
there
that
it
it
is,
there?
right there. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. So that's amazing. Leave that up for me. I'm going to request access to your screen here, and then we're going to jump into your CRM and get started. So I know we've got your CRM open here. So let's jump out of your model match workflow and
Hey, I want to shrink you guys down. So let me have
yeah, if
this.
you got
I
to
wanna-
move some things on your screen,
yeah, let
that's
me.
totally cool.
Okay, now. Okay, go ahead. You're out
We're
of the.
ready?
Yep, go.
Awesome. So for everybody here on this call, a majority of you are going to have the CRM, but if you don't have the CRM and you're interested in it and sort of this listings feature, Francis will post a link in the chat for you where our team can essentially connect with you, run this report for you, and just talk about the CRM. So Francis will have that link in the chat for anybody that doesn't have the CRM that is interested in this. So we're going to start by heading over into this reputation tab in your CRM. And this is cool. There's a few things in here. For starters, it's going to give you like an overview if you've got your Google Business page connected in the CRM. You can see review requests that you've sent out, your reviews, and different things like that. We are looking at this listings feature. So we're going to head over again. We are in reputations and listings, and we're going to scan your business for free. So what we're going to do, I think you've got that Google Business page. I think it's right here. Oh, did I just close it out? Silly girl. It's okay. I'll find it.
uh, it-
Let's go.
right
Let's
there.
do that. I think that's what it was. Here we go. We're going to copy that. Let's go back into the CRM. We're going to put your business name right over here. We then have to make sure that we get like your address and all that good stuff, which I mean, before I deleted it, I could probably have checked
You
to
could-
see that it was the right
yeah.
information. Let's see what we got here. I don't think we have an address. So maybe
Well,
we'll
that's the address I use, but for my
got it.
location.
Got it. And let's just check the phone number.
Yep, that's correct.
Let's grab
That
this
one's
phone
my
number
office number, but the other one's
here.
that's my office number. The one that's right there is my cell.
Yeah, we want to use the information that's on, you know, your
There you
Google
go.
Business page here,
Okay.
right? And so that all looks correct. Let's go ahead and scan it. And it's going to analyze our
It's gonna
data
tell me to
here.
go get in another line of work, probably.
No, not at all. But it's sort of cool to see this process happen. So it's going to analyze all the data here. And, you know, patience while this does its thing. But I'm excited about this feature. And so to sort of give you guys some context on what this is, your listings online and what this feature is going to do is just going to ensure that your business data is consistent over various online directories. And so we're looking at like your name, address, and phone number because we want everything to sort of be uniform so that when people are searching for you, everything is consistent. And that consistency builds your trust and credibility online with Google and with AI. So all of this sort of layers into that element. So that's sort of what we're looking at. So you can see here, it's pulled up basically all of these different online directories, and it's showing whether or not you're live on those directories, whether or not you are there at all, right? And
Correct.
so there's a ton of directories here, like Yellow Pages and things like that, that we could basically get your information updated to. And if we look at, you know, your average optimization rate, there's definitely some room for improvement here.
No kidding.
So
Yep.
if we want to go ahead and enhance your online listings, we're going to click this button here. So we're going to enhance that. There are different plan options that you can choose. So you can choose the monthly plan. You can choose a 6-month plan or a 12-month plan. I'd say we start with the monthly plan at the $49 a month. Does that sound good, John?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
We can confirm that. Now it is going to pull up your information here. And if you're ready, we'll go ahead and subscribe to that feature. Ready?
Well, that card's not, um, that's not, that card, we had, somebody stole our number, so there's a new number for that card.
Got it. So what I
Right.
would like to do, I'm going to stop your screen share for a
You
second.
can probably go ahead and do it because it'll probably, it automatically, I think, rolls to
It'll
this
automatically
card.
forward. Okay, cool. Share your screen again then, and let's move forward. All right, I will request access one more time. We'll move forward. And we will pay, thank you, and subscribe. Now give it a second.
Because that's the card for the
Yeah.
LOCRM.
Awesome. Now this is where we need to fill out this form in order to move forward with this feature, because what we're doing here is we're gonna tell this feature exactly what information we want to be online for this listing, right? So when it goes and starts reaching out to all those places where you're either not on there or it has incorrect data, this is the data that we're basically giving it. So we need to go through this and sort of make it what we want to be. So the company name, do we want that to be John Fortner?
Well,
Maybe
isn't
we
that,
want it.
is it going based off of this title here or what?
You can tell it what you want it to be here. So if you wanted it to be John Fortner, mortgage broker or something else, we could tell it there, or we can just be consistent with your Google business page. Either option.
Is it important that it's consistent with the business page or not?
Um, I would say I think you can do either or, but
And the other question is the SEO part, like it has Fayetteville, Georgia, so location, is that important or not?
I think we should use your Google business page title.
All right,
So
that's
let's
fine.
go back. Let's use that. Whoopsie.
Or
There
don't
we
put it,
go. Yeah, I think we got it all in there, and it
just,
should have at the beginning.
I would take out the Fayetteville part, then that way it's more general. It's a little bit
Yeah,
more general.
sure.
That,
Georgia
you go.
Certified Mortgage Advisors. Okay, perfect. Now
Yeah.
we want to confirm what's the phone number we want associated with these listings.
You want the same number for that it's on the business page, or
I
this is
want you to
myself?
tell me. So, what this feature is going to do, John, is go out to all of those directories and put that phone number there. So, you want it to be the phone number that you want on all the directories. We can change your Google Business phone number. Like, we can do all of that. We want everything to be consistent. So, it should be a phone number that you're actively using, that you can actively answer, all
Should
of
it
those
be one
things.
that can receive text? Because that would be the one, or is that not important? Might,
It's up to you at the end of the day. It's the phone number that you want the listings to display so that somebody contacts you. If you want to be able to receive text messages on that number, then we use a phone number, but
yeah,
we're picking one
we'll leave
phone
that number
number.
then. Okay,
Okay, we're
we'll leave
gonna
that
leave that
number.
number. Email address look good?
Yeah,
Perfect. Featured message, call us today to learn more. That's perfect. Directing them to call. We want the business category, so we can search up mortgage. And you've got mortgage broker and mortgage lender. What do you sort of categorize yourself as? Lender or
so,
broker?
I mean, I would categorize consultant, but most people search as broker, so
Okay,
I
let's
would
do
just,
broker.
yeah.
Perfect. I think we might actually be able to have more. I'm gonna see if we can have more
Are
than
you able to
one.
put mortgage lender and
Yeah,
mortgage?
I think so. Yeah, look at that. Let's see what
Okay,
else
and
we go.
then there's a third one
Let's,
was mortgage consultant.
yeah, let's do all of the options.
Debt,
Mortgage consultants?
yep.
Yeah. Do you want the debt
Debt
consolidation as well?
consolidation, sure.
Sure. All right.
Is that all of them?
We'll see here. I'll do one more search and I'll see if we got them all. Are you
Yep,
a commercial lender?
yep. Well, I can do that. So you can do
Yeah.
commercial.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I think that's most of them,
Okay,
but
that'll work.
we'll do one more search just to see what else we got here. Mortgage refinance.
refinance.
Yeah. Do you
Yep.
do reverse mortgages as well?
The company does, so that'd be a source for a referral, yes.
Cool. All right. I think. And
And
do we do the
veterans.
other two as well?
Yeah, yes on veterans.
I really wish that it stayed the whole list up and I didn't have to type in mortgage each time, but that's all right.
No on
We'll
wholesale.
we'll go one more, and I think we got them all.
Yeah,
And
I don't,
wholesale mortgages we do?
no.
Okay, we'll leave it off. So we got all the ones that apply. You're obviously in the US and Georgia. That's the city,
Yep,
right?
that's
Fayetteville.
correct. Yep,
Perfect.
yep,
Address look correct?
yep.
Awesome. So now all we do is we start creating listings. That is it. Now, this page now looks like this. So we've got an overview, we've got analytics, business entities, and suggestions. So I believe because we just did this. So basically there is no data in this Rage. And if our account is new, which is new, we've just set it up, we've got to wait a few weeks for the data to become available. So what's going to happen is now all those online directories that don't have your information, this service is going to go reach out to them and get your listing added there with all the information that we just filled out.
Okay.
And that's it.
What about, do I need to add in my, my Facebook? And do you do a personal page, or does it have to have a business page?
It does all of this for you. So there's literally nothing
And
else that
LinkedIn, it
you
doesn't
need
need
to
it
do.
doesn't need access to any of that.
Nope. Nope, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yep. And so we're just basically going to check back in here in a few weeks to see what data has become available. And so yeah, it's pretty great because it's going to update directories. This is just going to help build your accuracy and trust online. And that sort of delves into the SEO piece of things. So it's
Okay.
important to sort of distinguish the difference between what this does and what SEO does. So this is definitely going to update directories online, but it is not really SEO, content creation, link building, or any keyword strategy type thing. So this is a portion of your sort of online presence, but it's not SEO at the same time. So we do as a company offer SEO services to help you with your presence online. And if anybody's interested in those services, Francis will hit you up in the Zoom chat with some information there if you want to connect with our team on our SEO program. I love that program. I think it's great to help you, organically drive traffic to your site, right? You increase your presence and your visibility online through, backlinking and different strategies online. We're using AI. So, because, a lot of searches these days are all going through AI. So, yeah, the SEO program's awesome. And Francis will give you that information in the chat.
Question.
Yeah.
So like, for example, I know I probably have a Pinterest account, but I don't ever use that or anything. Is that they're not accessing any of that? That's just, or what is it doing for that type of thing, for like sites that I'm not really, I have an account, but I'm not on?
So this feature is going to reach out to those listing platforms and get your information set up on there. So it's like Yellow Pages, right? It's going to reach out to Yellow Pages and ensure that you're listed there. Don't worry too much about the back end pieces. Check back in here in a few weeks to see what data has become available. It's going to give you a better breakdown in a few weeks on what's transpired. Okay?
Fair enough. Got it.
Yeah. Now there's a few other things that we can sort of look at here, and give me a second because I think I'm gonna pull things up. 1 minute. All right. We're gonna head over. So we're gonna pivot a little bit. We're gonna head over to reviews here. And basically, oh, sorry, it's settings. Ha ha ha, settings. There is a reviews AI. So if you integrate your Google business page inside the CRM, you can come in here and set up this reviews AI, and you can set the bot to a few different methods. You can have it off, you can have it set to suggestive, or you can set it to automatically respond to reviews. You can set a time that it sort of like waits before it's going to leave that review. So, maybe you want somebody to leave a review and then have it wait, 10 minutes before the AI essentially responds. So it's a
How
pretty,
do we do that? How do I set this review up to tie it to my business page?
yeah. So
Or
I'm
can we do
going
that now
to,
or no?
let's see, just give me a second here. I'm going to head into reputation I'm just going to see if I can pull it up here on my end. Got it. 1 second. Cool. I'm going to stop your screen share and I'm just going to share my screen.
Okay.
We'll take a look at your integration. But okay, cool. So I'm here inside my account, and if I go to settings, I'm looking at the same thing as what we were just looking at. I have my Google Business page connected, and I've got it set to automatically respond to responses. It's going to wait 5 minutes before it does that. And this is my review AI agent, because I can have it responding to reviews on different places. Like I think one of the review sources is Facebook, one of them is Google. So a few different review sources. And you can sort of set up a bot for each of them. So we'll look at this one that we have for the Google Business page, and we're going to edit it. So here's the agent instructions. We can give it instructions on how to respond to those Google Business reviews. We can set the tone of that agent as well. So we can, whether we want it to be professional, optimistic, grateful, friendly, like we can add in whichever ones we want here. And here's all the review sources. So it can be reviews on your Facebook pages, on your Google Business pages, and you can set what type of reviews are going to get this AI response. So if you want it to be responding to anybody that leaves 4 stars and above, you can sort of click that option. If you want it to be 3 stars and above, you can click that. So you can come in here and customize your bot for what you're looking to achieve. Now, John, sometimes like you have to make sure that you have ownership to your Google Business page in order to log into that in the CRM. So, before we go down that rabbit hole of what you've got set up with your integration, I think it's better for us to just have that understanding. And because you are a CRM member, you know how to jump into our live Zoom support. You can take a look at the settings on the back end, make sure you've got your Google Business page integrated, and then come in here to reputation and sort of turn on this bot.
Okay. Is there,
Yeah.
so I have to do something with my Google Business page as far as integrating it, and
You got them. That's correct. Yep.
and then there's like, is it just a turn on button in here in
It
in the
is. Yeah.
settings?
You literally you just come so for everybody that does have the CRM, and if you've got your Google Business page connected, you can head over to reputation and settings, and under the reviews AI, you can turn it on and basically create your agent. Like I said, we could create other agents, and we can pull from examples or start from scratch. I can
Okay.
duplicate, so I could clone this one if I want to, and then maybe I want to set one up to respond to Facebook pages, right? I can turn that on and create one for the Facebook pages that I have connected inside the CRM account. So that's how we set up the reviews AI agent. Now, I want to just touch on some of the questions that we've probably had inside the CRM. And John, if we've got some time and we've gone through all our questions, we can sort of take a look at maybe whether or not you've got your Google Business page connected. But you can always jump into our Zoom support call. We've got to make sure you've got access, like admin access to your Google Business page in order to do that. So with that being said, we'll dive into some Q&A here. So yeah, JT, I've got quite a few tabs on my computer, and I do constantly try to close them out because if I have too many open, things get a little slow over here. But show of hands here, who's got too many tabs open on their computer? Probably most of us here, right? So, but yeah, JT, what did you think of that? Pretty cool?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Definitely something that I'll probably have to go back through and touch base on, watch the replay,
Yeah.
and walk through that step by step. So
Yeah. And don't forget, like, because you're a CRM member, you've got access to that live Zoom support to sort of
yep.
get on there, and we can make sure your Google business page is integrated in the back end. And then the reviews AI is really easy to set up. And I think that the listings feature is just, I think it's brilliant. So, right, like for you to just be able to pay for a small subscription fee to get your listings updated online, it has a big impact on your online presence, right? So I think it's pretty cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, cool. And thanks for being here. Hope you're having a great week. The
Hey,
mustache
Alexa.
is always looking real good.
Thanks.
Alexa,
Yeah.
a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
So in setting up the phone number, is there a reason why not to have a cell phone or text number in there?
Great
And
question.
then just because the information's out there and we've got text and our phone number, will we get spam?
So I mean, like I have a personal cell phone number and I still get spam text messages and spam calls, right? So I think to a certain extent we all get some amount of spam that we can't always control that. And so if you're thinking about the phone number, consistency across online listings is important, right? So you want to try to have a consistent phone number across all of them. And it may be worth, like, as an example, if you've got the Yellow CRM, you've got a phone number inside the CRM that has phone and SMS capabilities. That could be the phone number that you choose to set up on all your different profiles in your online listings so that everything kind of flows into one place and you maybe keep it separate from your personal phone number. But if you're good to have, like if your Google business page has already got your cell phone number, I mean, people have had access to that to begin with, right? So you could certainly keep it consistent with that, but you could also say, I want a dedicated business line and then implement that phone number as a dedicated phone number. I do think at the end of the day, the ability to text is important in the day and age that we live, right? And my experience has been everybody sort of prefers a different form of communication. Some people like email, some people like to pick up the phone, some people like to text. So it's sort of that octopus and the tentacle reference, right? Where you want to have all of those avenues sort of open to you so that if somebody is going to text you, if somebody is going to call you, if somebody's going to email you, you're kind of capturing all of the leads from all of those different avenues. What was the second question, Donna? Did I get the second one? And then Jim will be up next.
Yeah, you did. I mean, the likelihood of spam, I mean, we can't eliminate it, so it is what it is. Okay.
I know. I'm getting text messages these days and they're just like random, like, hey, are you available to chat? And I'm like, I'm not available to get scammed. So
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's some sort of like a filter, that would kind of maybe eliminate some of that, but
right. And I would say, make that consideration as to whether or not you want a cell phone number that is your personal
Yeah.
number associated online, because you may find it better to have a dedicated phone number to just keep the two separate, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Thank you.
Awesome. Jim, how are you today? Oh, I can't hear you, Jim. Let me see here. Do you have your audio connected? If you want to check. Oh,
Now,
I can hear you now.
I'm so sorry. Oh well.
We got it. We got you here. All good.
Perfect. I wanted, when you were sharing your screen,
Yes.
you clicked on something where you could go ahead and set up the different profiles. I think the reviews.
So I'm going to share my screen again. Let's go back to it.
Okay.
I think it was the reviews AI that we were looking at, right? Is that
Yes. And
okay?
you clicked a button somewhere where you could set up the different reviews, whether it was
Facebook, Google,
yeah.
right? Yes. So right now in this account, I have one AI agent responding to reviews, and I can
Yep.
edit this agent and I can tell it which channels I want it to do. So right now I just have it on my Google business pages, but I could set it to Google and Facebook and have
Okay.
one bot for both, or I could have multiple agents. So I can create a
Quick,
new
now, how did you get to, wait, how did you get to that multiple agent? Oh,
Just-
create an agent. There you go.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
can create a new one from scratch and sort of, build it the way you like or use from some of these examples here. You could also clone the existing bot. So I can clone this one and set it up for the Facebook pages,
Got it.
right? And then if
Yeah.
I save that, I now have two, one for Facebook, one for Google.
And this is probably for the yellow support, but my create agent is grayed out. I don't know if that's because I haven't set up something originally.
If you do jump into Zoom support, we should be able, it's likely just a setting that we should be able to get adjusted for you. In fact, if I have time right now, I can try to set it up for you. I think
I'll call in. I got some other things, but
cool.
thank you.
You're so welcome. What did you think of that, Jim? Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome. Really is.
Cool. Awesome. I'll just see if there's any other questions in the chat, but if anybody has questions, we are 100% here to support you. All right. Being an SEO and concierge, will they work on this for you? So, the SEO program works to get your content created in the back end. You can, and the concierge service is making phone calls for you. Steve, you're still here? So what I would do, I would reach out to your SEO account manager. They can likely help you implement the reviews AI and the listings feature if you want inside your CRM account. But you could also just as easily jump into Zoom support, and they can tackle that for you pretty quickly. I know you're there quite often, so maybe faster for you to just get in there and set those things up. But most definitely, if you reach out to your account managers on those programs, we can help you with that.
Great, thank you.
Awesome. Cool. Francis, I think already said yes to that. So, Holden, what did you think? You got any questions? Cool. All right, we got a few other folks here. Does anybody have any questions about that feature? Like the listings feature or the reviews AI?
Alexa, I do.
Yeah. How you doing, Jay?
Good. So I'm in the AI review. I'm in the AI agent. I have one agent set up, and under tones it has no tone. And so I clicked on the basically review to try to select one more tone.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, if I can. I've got VPNs open, so I'm not sure. Let's see.
I might be able to pull it up in your account if you want me to do that.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead and send me. Good. Let's see.
Yeah, let me pull up your account here. So in case you guys know, I also work in support, so I'm very used to proactively problem solving.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me just make sure I get the right account for you, Jay.
Okay.
Okay. We are with PRMI, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go to just peek here. Whoopsie. Got it. Let me just see here. Oh, okay. Super easy. Okay. So, pulled up your account, went into reputation and settings, and over here on the right-hand side, I clicked edit.
I don't have edit. It only says review. Yeah.
Well, let's make this so
preview is what it says.
Let's click edit. I can set the tone for you here. Are there ones, and it's a maximum of 2 tones.
Right.
So if we want to do, grateful, friendly, professional,
Yeah,
do you have
grateful
2?
for sure, and friendly.
And friendly. Okay, cool. So let's save that. I wonder, do you want to set this to automatically respond?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to turn it on. And how much time do you want before it actually sends the response? Like, you want it to happen in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
About an hour.
Sure.
Too quickly and they know it's not me.
That's where I was like, I always teeter on that, where I'm like, if it's in a minute, I'm like, they must think it's a bot. So there we go. So it is actively on.
Okay, and then the review source says Facebook and Google.
It is. Do you want to make it just Google?
No, Facebook is okay.
Cool.
Do you have experience set up in there?
So basically these will be connected to, if you go to settings and integrations in your CRM account, this is where you're going to have your Google Business page connected and your Facebook page connected. So basically it would be responding to the reviews that come onto those pages. So it looks like, your Google Business page is Jay Adderston Branch Manager, like it's that Google Business page. So if you get a review over there, the AI should trigger.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I may have 2 Google Business pages. I know we fumbled around through the first time. How would I determine that?
I believe that you can only have one Google Business page connected in the CRM account. So I think right now that's unfortunately, you can only have one. So I would choose the primary Google Business page that you are asking for reviews on or that you use the most often, and, make sure that's the one that's connected here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool. No, I'm happy to help. Do we have any questions? Like maybe there's some non-CRM members here that, have some questions. We are absolutely here to help. Richard, I know you jumped in a few minutes after, but what'd you think of that?
Sorry, Alexa. I actually had a phone call and got interrupted. I didn't really hear what you were saying.
That's all good. That's all good. We should have a recording of this. So if you are,
Perfect.
wanting some insight into the listings and the reviews AI, we can absolutely get that over to you.
Awesome. Yes, I would appreciate that.
Amazing. Well, if anybody else has any questions, we can dive into that, or I'm happy to answer any questions. Any other new members here? Anybody that doesn't have the CRM that Bill, yeah, Bill. You're muted, by the way.
I know, I was saying hi. I'm not new.
I know that. But do you have a question?
No, although I have been away for a little bit, so I got to get back into it.
That's all right. Jump back into the swing of things, join Zoom support when you got those questions, and we're happy to help. Cool. Well, Francis, we all good? If you need the links to the SEO program or you're interested in learning more about the CRM, those links are in there. And I will be back again next Friday while Chris is away. I'll be holding down the fort as best I can while he's gone, and definitely sending him, all those well wishes on his journey and his mission over there. So super exciting. Well, guys, happy Friday. Thanks for coming. And we'll see you again next week, hopefully.
Awesome. Thanks,
Okay.
Alexa. Happy Friday.
Thanks,
everyone.
Francis.
Alexa.
Happy Friday. See
Have
you
a good
later.
Have a good
weekend.
weekend.
Great day. Great
You
week.
too.